Tara, thank you so much.
Feel like I'm in a Zoom meeting.
We kind of are, I think.
That is.
Man, this is awesome to have you here.
Well, thank you for having me, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Weirdos at Home. You know who I am. I'm Sam Slade. Texas getting ready. If they're Texas, they'll lose to Wyoming tonight.
You think so?
If they beat Alabama next week, it would just be the most Texas thing ever to blow to Wyoming.
That sounds about right.
No, what sounds about right is this guy right here, Josh Castro, ladies and gentlemen, very special guest here. If you can't find a place to see this guy doing stand-up and also, I don't think you're trying. I don't think they're looking for you.
No, I don't think so. No,
because what I'm saying is you fucking hustle, man.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah,
you're everywhere. We were just talking about we missed each other and we like took a weird turn. Like our stand-up stories are very different.
Yeah.
I got the acting bug again, and then I had the ability to kind of duck out.
Yeah,
hide in that world. So that's over now.
It's a fun. You don't do no more acting.
Well, it's the strike.
The season's. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So no one knows when that's ever going to happen again.
That's I'll write for you, bro. Don't worry about it.
That's fine. I'm down to write. I mean, I'm trying to write myself.
Oh,
it's just that the actors are on strike, the writers are on strike.
I was saying, I'll write that show for you. We'll just take it over. We'll commandeer it. We'll call it Texas Mexican Walker Chain.
There you go. We got it. We got it, guys. We'll nail this. No, I think I was pitching to Walker. I know a guy who'd be a great fucking cartel head.
Oh yeah. Who's that?
It's you, motherfucker.
Oh yeah. I could probably pull that off.
Playing the fucking super dramatic like Michael Pena, fucking
I could do that. I could totally see myself doing that.
But they'd be like, "You're too good of an actress as a CW."
I was like, "Are you sure this is not based on real life?" No, I got some friends here I can call.
No, man, it's not at all.
Border town. No, I'm actually in IMDb. I do have like
some credit.
Yeah, I do some credit. I came out on a couple of my friends put me on some skits that went viral.
Oh.
And so they got all the views, I didn't. There's just like, oh, that's a funny skit. Who cares?
But you got IMDb for it.
I got IMDb. My friend, my shout out to homie Stephen Farmer, another comedian here in Austin, Texas.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, he's great comedian.
I did I did #1 show this year on HBO, #1 show on Walker. I have no IMDb in there.
Oh really, man? Get your thing in there, bro.
I mean, I think you have to buy it, right?
I don't know. Like, if you have, I don't know. He set it up for me. I don't know how it worked.
Again, pay to play America.
I was like, hey, dude, it went viral. It's good. And I had no lines.
Ken Paxton? Buy our way into this?
I wish. I wish I had that power. Shout out to Ken Paxton.
No, Kenny P got off today.
Was it today?
It was today.
Oh my God.
Today. They didn't want to work on a Sunday.
That lazy-eyed motherfucker.
You know what always blew my mind about this guy? He broke laws before he was even in office.
Yeah.
He got indicted not indicted, but he got charged with shit.
Just imagine his wife had to listen to all the shit that he did,
and the
mistress, and he had the realtors pay him. Oh, did I say too much? I don't know. Oh, it's all public, dude. Right? It's all public. I don't know. It's
just crazy how much he looks like a fucking cheap, like a bad guy from a Lethal Weapon movie.
It looks like a used furniture salesman.
We want to save you money.
We have Labor Day sales.
Oh, you have to get rid of it. We ordered too many couches.
9/11 sales and just all these.
Dude, the one eye. So I think they're gonna make up for it with charging Trump with everything.
Yeah, probably. Who knows? I don't really. I stopped following politics now.
That's like the cool thing to do as a comic these days. You just don't pay attention.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have to have like such a very. I have a very independent look on it, and I call it the bullshit on both sides. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's the way I've always kind of. I mean, yeah, there's certain things I learned lean left and lean right too, and it's like, I can't define myself because like I grew up in Texas, but yet I have all these foundations.
But your common fucking sense.
It's common sense shit. So I think a lot of Texans are like that and more kind of lean towards independent, and like I've always kind of felt that way as a Texans. Like, you can't tell me shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I've been to other states and I'm like, why do they do this shit?
Other states.
Why do they do this here? But then there's other things that I like about the states, like, oh yeah, we should have alcohol at 7-Eleven. just like Louisiana. We can buy
all times of the day.
exactly.
ATB 9 a.m.
Exactly. You know, no judgment. You know, but
Man,
we
I'll
don't.
tell you what. I did a movie this time last year. Had a tiny part in a Zac Efron movie.
Oh yeah.
Like a tiny part, and it was to the point like this is my look, right? I get there and Zac Efron was like blowing out his knee. So it was like a 45-year-old dude with Efron's hair, and they just shoot him from the back and like over his shoulder.
That's funny.
But I was in Louisiana.
Wow, that was so
much fun. And dude, the fucking food and the drink. And
yeah. It's
winning some money at the blackjack table.
I'll be there next month.
Are you playing?
Nah, just
what's going on?
Yeah, well, I might get some gigs while I'm out there, but we want to do the Halloween thing and check out the Halloween thing.
Where are you going? New Orleans?
New Orleans, yeah.
Yeah, New Orleans, for Halloween, that's Tara's favorite.
Yeah, so we're gonna do like this is Halloween. We're gonna do
a lot of haunted shit in New Orleans.
Yeah, dude, we went on those ghost tours.
You've done it before?
Yeah, we did it before. It was fun, man.
Is it get spooky?
It's creepy. It's creepy. It's spooky. Like there's like we went on those street tours. Like you pay somebody and they kind of like you walk around the
neighborhood. Like, here's what
happened here. And I kind of felt like it kind of luck of the draw because there's so many and you see the other groups out there and it's like I think that guy looked better.
They were scared than us?
Yeah. They're like they got a good one.
They're way more scared than us.
And so like we finish our tour, right? And we pay the dude and everybody like goes off dispersed and we take an Uber back down to downtown, like we see the dude on the way back just chugging the beer. They just left our tour.
He was telling you stories he made up.
And I was like, and then, no, check this out. So I was like, man, that dude had some really like cool stories, right? Like he really was a good kid. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe this be a good like little thing for Austin to do, you know? Like, And so I started looking it up. I was like, well, how would you know this shit? And then I started looking up all the shit that he was saying, and it was word for word on Wikipedia, dude. I was like, dude, what the fuck? All he did was recite Wikipedia.
But was the performance there?
It was somewhat.
Isn't that the key?
It was somewhat. It was alright. It was somewhat there, but it was just more storytelling.
But you put like somebody like you, or maybe even somebody like me. I mean, who can tell it? Who can really
sell it?
You know?
Sell it. Well, he sold it.
He did sell it.
He did sell it.
Okay.
And it was pretty. He made it fun. It was interactive. You took to a little bar.
But it wasn't like stories nobody had never heard of.
No, it was just very
Wikipedia New Orleans.
It was
haunted New Orleans.
It was Wikipedia, yeah, exactly. And I was like, man, it was like he said this shit word for word. And one thing I did ask him on the side after the tour was over, I was like, hey man, like
anybody opening for you? Or?
Yeah. I was like, hey, you need a nah, so it's kind of like just like what did I say? Is like I asked them, it's like, hey, what do people think about Nicolas Cage in New Orleans? He's like, everybody hates him here. Everybody hates him. And I was like, really? Why? He's like, dude's an asshole. He's a fucking asshole. He came here and he bought one of those haunted mansions.
Yeah,
right?
The big one,
And like that's where he met, like that's where it came out.
Oh man, I wish Tara was in it. She knows all about it. It was like some famous some like famous brothel.
Yeah.
Like
so
a haunted brothel.
It was like an old school one, and he couldn't live in it. He couldn't live in it.
Out of it.
Yeah, he like supposedly.
I got freaked out in it, Josh.
And the dude, everybody hates him in there, and they ran him off because not only that, like he bought that property, and then like at the same time he bought this tomb in New Orleans. And it was like basically he bumped off these families that have been waiting so long to get a spot in there because it's like so traditional. He just bumped them off and just
for him to be buried there.
Exactly.
Like he's never gonna die.
Exactly.
Come on.
And it's just a big ass white ass pyramid. That's a dick move, right? That's a dick move. That's like, excuse me, Trump, moving that guy to the side.
Watch out, I'm buying this too.
Huge.
The tomb is gonna be so great. I'm gonna be buried in the tomb.
One of the best tombs you've ever seen before. One of the best ones.
I'll be so buried.
Never before seen, never before done. One of the best. Yes, huge.
People tell me all the time, hey, New Orleans too. But I heard Nicolas Cage is now in Vegas.
Is he? Is that where he's living?
Yeah, he's in Vegas. He lives, believe it or not, between literally next door neighbors, Carrot Top and Pauly Shore.
I can see that.
That is it's kind of like a JV cutback, right?
That's weird.
It is.
Yeah, that would be a weird
I feel like the one you want to hang out with by the end of the night is Carrot Top. The three of them?
I think I hook up. I think I would hang out with Carrot Top.
Like, CT, let's get out of here, man. It's getting fucking weird.
I think I would totally get along with Carrot Top.
He'd be like some normal.
Because I heard Pauly Shore is kind of weird too. So he's like,
dude, he met Tara when she was 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's his whole story.
Yeah, okay.
How I can't tell her story for her, but it was weird because he was like 35. People forget. Yeah, Pauly Shore's like 60.
Yeah, he's old. He's up there, man. Mr. Shaw, Mr. Shaw. Yeah,
the Weasel.
The Weasel. Yeah, he was popular in the 90s, man. He still does stand up.
He does.
Yeah,
he's trying to come back. Yeah. So if you could live, you're making a ton of money doing stand up in this world. This world that I'm laying out. And what city do you move to like fucking do your Nick Cage thing? Let's see, you go buy the fucking villa and the fucking the Castro retreat.
Right. You know what? I don't know, man. That'd be kind of. I'm a very humble, simple man.
Do you go West Coast? Do you go ranch in Central Texas?
Yeah, I go back home to El Paso where I'm from.
Yeah.
Just fucking build on my mom.
Yeah.
The land, whatever I have there.
Dope fucking piece of Harrison Ford Ranch.
Yeah. Just have it.
That's dope.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever. Maybe if I did, I would have a place in LA just to go back and forth.
Right.
Or anywhere or around there, the beach. Like if I had my way, or
Malibu action.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like I don't even know. I've never been to LA, but like maybe a spot where I can do some stand up.
Close to some water. You can get to a mic.
Yeah, that too.
Right.
And then somewhere comfortable, or like if I was that rich, probably like overseas.
Oh, you go full Clooney.
Yeah, I would go.
You go full Clooney.
I would go to Spain. Yeah.
You go to Madrid. You go fucking Italy.
I don't trust your healthcare. I'm out.
Well, who does?
That's my dream, bro. That's a sad thing, but I think that's my dream. My dream is to make enough money, grow old, move the fuck out of the United States, and die in another healthcare system.
Comfortably.
And another healthcare system.
You may never die in another healthcare system. That's the thing.
Well, I'd rather be under another one. I don't know. I just don't.
No, ours are suffering.
Nothing. Really. Yeah, nothing is here for our benefit, man.
Well, I would say our generation really got the shit out of it.
Yeah, we got fucked, man. We got fucked.
How old are you?
41.
41. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm back to be 38.
Yeah.
So we're close.
Yeah, I already seen it. Like I'm 41 going on 55 right now. That's Mexican years. We started a little early. So I see the future already. I'm this old man now. I'm this old Mexican man now that gives advice to his young kids like, hey man, it's gonna get rougher. Drink up.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
So I don't know. Yeah,
do you have kids?
No kids, man. No kids.
Do you ever want to have kids?
Yeah, me and my wife, we're still trying. We're still trying. Yeah, we're working on that. And like we're the modern couple, okay? We're not those Mexicans, okay? Like we're like Mexicans that have kids at 16. You know what I mean? And like that was my mom, okay? So that's her fault. But we're the new modern Mexicans where we waited and we're trying to do the right thing, get our foundation right. But definitely gonna work on those kids probably pretty soon, more than ever.
Probably just gotta keep pumping it out, right?
Well, plus not only that, it's gonna give me a lot of material. Yeah,
kid material.
Fuck family. I need that material. I really need to laugh at something.
The kid is there to produce material.
Exactly.
It's like a free rider.
Exactly. This one. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't? Come on.
I not right now. I'm in a weird place where I'm trying to, have the dogs and cats fill in.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, come on. I need something new.
They're gonna get you so far.
No, they're just gonna stomp my balls when I'm asleep and jump off, and I'll puke, and they'll try to look it up. It's whatever, man.
Yeah.
You're playing tonight. Where are you playing tonight?
Tonight, I am at Roscoe's Comedy Club on East 7th Street. We are doing Hispanic Heritage Month show. And so they wanted all these Mexicans on there, and I was just like, all right, I'll do a grito for you. But like the guys that they pick are the club's picks.
Okay.
You know, I didn't have anything to do with it. I introduce my own shows, and usually that's actually they picked a good lineup because I would have picked the same people.
Really?
Oh yeah, Roxy's great. Philip Cano, and then we got Flo Hernandez from Dallas. It's gonna be a great show. They picked a really good crew, and so I think it's going to be a great show. Yeah, definitely.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you, what does your lady think about like the comedian life?
Oh, well, we've been together for about 10 plus years, man, and she met me before, like while I was doing stand up. And so
before you were?
No, while I was doing, I was just starting off and barely like getting into the mics and like really kind of grinding hard. And like we were kind of
you fucking hustle, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, I try to get out there and try to, work on the material and try to write it.
I can't get on social media without saying Border Laughs producing a show. Man.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep a show.
Border Laughs is his brainchild. It's
it's just a show concept. My friends are like, "What's so great about it?" I was like, you gotta go.
It's a brand.
Yeah, it's a brand name. Basically, it's just more like a family environment. I try to have more family environment. Basically, it's a handpicked comedians that I feel that are really funny that would make my family laugh. Basically, it's just like a family laugh, family environment. We have your Theo over there on the side cooking some barbecue, and just talking shit. You have your cousin in the back doing coke. You got your other cousin doing DJ. So I got the DJ music going off, and everybody's just having a good time. Just getting drunk, getting pedo. And so it's just one big Mexican family party. So that's why I try to have my shows. It's a little bit different. A lot of other shows, in Austin, especially. I've been doing it for about 10 plus years, and I just kind of been picking things that I liked about certain shows, and I just kind of build my own.
Make your own thing, right?
So it's called Borderlands, and I have another one called the Jaja Room with the JJA, and that was just more broad, about everybody on lineup on that one. And I also have a Liberty Laughs starting off in October. So I do like seasonal shows, and I'm doing like shows out in the outskirts of Austin, Texas. So.
I want to audition for Liberty Laughs stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, come on.
Somebody will send you a tape or something.
No, for sure. No, yeah, we'll get you.
Maybe I can hold 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, I'm wearing that.
Yeah. I'll do airport food stuff.
What's the deal with this airport food? What is the deal?
No, when I felt like that was at the Moody Center.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been to the Moody Center?
Yeah.
Dude, they have Shaq's Chicken Restaurant. They have
every
4.
That's literally like my joke tonight. Yes, keep going.
I mean, every 10 yards there's another crazy dank food place. You're like, am I supposed to watch the concert?
I literally
or eat the food.
Exactly.
It's a food tour, or it's foreigner bag. I don't know. It feels like the first time. First time I've ever had Shaq's Chicken.
There you go.
So I'm sorry if I stepped on your joke.
No. Go ahead. Don't keep.
No. I'm stoked to eat Shaq's Chicken. I don't mean it in a dirty way. It's literally Shaq's Chicken.
I had this joke.
Have you tried it?
Oh, dude, I love it. Yeah, it's fucking great. I have the joke where it starts off like nobody knows that Shaq has a fast food chain, right?
Yeah. Well, he now owns Papa John's.
Oh, he owns Papa John. He said, "Yo."
Oh yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here. So like that, you gotta go.
Yeah.
He owns Krispy Kreme now.
God, what a fucking entrepreneur. So he fucking owns that, and he owns Big Chicken, and it's all chicken sandwiches.
Right.
And he has Shack Attack.
What is it,
sandwich? Yeah, Shack Attack sandwich.
Is that the one with like coleslaw?
Yeah. And it comes with Shaq's special sauce called Shaq sauce.
Dude.
And Shaq sauce is this big lumpy. I don't know what it is.
Yellow? Is it purple?
I think it's his cum. And like
It's my cum.
You get a glob of Shaq sauce, and like most people don't.
Yeah, I'm making Shaq sauce.
The only way to get it is going to the
Did
concert.
you try it?
White people. No, I didn't try that one. I tried the
You
Nashville
You
chicken.
didn't try the
I tried
stack
the
sauce?
Nashville chicken.
You
Nashville
tried the
chicken.
regular chicken.
Yeah, the regular
That's
chicken.
what I had. I
Yeah.
had the regular. I literally was like, no sauce.
Yeah, no sauce.
No sauce.
Making sure
You know what
sauce
I
is
said?
back. And so that's literally my joke. On stage, I've been trying to work on. I've been working on that
Josh, tell me what the sauce. Tell me what the sauce.
It's literally hilarious.
You gotta try with sauce on it.
I thought I was the only one that paid attention. That
It's hot chicken with my sauce on it.
Carnegie. I don't know.
It's called the shakalaka.
Anytime you can,
Shakalaka.
wave a big black cock in front of white people's face and
Come
get
on,
some
man.
Shaq sauce.
Think about this. If the world was old school, right? Shaq would be a problem.
Big old BBC. Am I allowed to say that?
You can say whatever you want on the show. What I was saying, and back in the day, if it was like fucking gladiator times,
dude,
Shaq could be a problem.
Shaq
Shaq could be a problem.
He's still a problem, man. Huge guy.
Eating this chicken at a school where he never went. So your comic, you don't get political in your comedy. We're not going to get into that, but you damn sure know politics.
Yeah,
due to your professional background. We don't have to get into that. What we do this, we've been doing this year on Weirdos at Home since Tara bailed. 5 movies that made like a big effect on me.
Oh wow. Ghostbusters.
2.
Yeah. There it is. Yeah.
All right.
That's
why you gotta say why.
You want after? You want me to sound them all right now, or you want?
No, you go through them.
Okay, Ghostbusters. I know is one of them. I don't know. I think the biggest thing with Ghostbusters is why it made me really think outside the box. As far as like, I knew ghosts existed.
Sure.
And like there was like it just introduced me to a new dimension. Basically, like it made me think like, oh wow, that's actually real.
Right.
And like that, like what I've heard in my family, like we talk about it, but we've never seen it on TV.
Right.
You know, so when we see it on TV,
comedy is
yeah, and even though it's fake, you know, but it kind of like, you know, boosts the idea and like, oh, you know, that's kind of.
You have 3 white nerds and a black dude.
Yeah. Ray was my favorite.
Really?
Character. Yeah, he was my favorite.
So he was the heart of it.
Yeah, he was the one that just punched the jokes and had the funny punchlines and just like the nerd of the kind of the nerd,
the heart and soul.
Yeah, so he was the brains behind that kind of.
Did you see Afterlife?
Yeah.
Dude, and Ray, fucking. Oh.
So I
fucking cried in the theater.
Yeah. So that's one movie I really another movie was probably Jesus. What was that other movie? I want to say G.I. Joe, the cartoon movie.
The OG cartoon movie?
The OG cartoon movie, the G.I. Joe. The G.I. Joe. I don't know. I watched that so many times growing up.
It was like that.
You know, well, here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize there's a lot of times where people tell me on stage that I'm very I use words that they don't understand. Sometimes I sound like a nerd. And like I catch myself, I was like, oh, people are not gonna get that reference because I'm
going too deep.
Yeah, I'm going too deep in it.
Oh,
so
dude,
I kind of have to back off and like, how can I say that in a more term that
you're like, what am I, Snake Eyes?
So growing up, I realized that I got a lot of that was from like Cobra Commander. Yeah, and the way he spoke and the way he talked.
He's a bad motherfucker.
He's a badass motherfucker in the cartoon, and like I would hear him. This I command, and then he was he would use like all these weird, like hardcore terms. Yeah, and he would use these hardcore terms like that were really like complex.
Oh yeah. And
I would have to go back and think about like what.
I'm the angel.
Yeah. He would just use these really complex words and disassemble. This is the equalator. That they're like, oh man, what is he talking about?
Wording.
Yeah, and so like And so I always liked that. So I always watched the cartoons because I
Yeah.
always felt like it was like, oh, I'm
That's
learning
such a
something.
comedian thing too, to be into like words. And
Yeah. So like I just noticed how he talked when I was
there's
a
something
kid.
about that that like woke you up. And
Yeah.
fucking got you, you know.
And it just the vernacular, the words
It's
that they
fun,
use.
right? Like playing with those words and fucking.
And so I kind of like that too. Another movie that I like growing up, probably The Sandlot.
Yeah.
Everybody was like The Sandlot. That's one of
Classic,
them.
man.
It's just one of those lazy day summer
Oh,
movies
yeah.
where you just put it on and like
Feel good as fuck.
yeah. It's like nostalgia. It makes you feel like that's how innocent it was
I mean, I
back in
feel
the
like
day.
if there was a nuclear war tomorrow and that film got found, people would go like, "This is a true story."
Yeah,
I feel like this is
exactly.
a biography.
Yeah, and like just the whole concept of you growing up and kind of being in the backyard playing and
Yeah,
having
man.
that same Sandlot feels where you were like that one of those kids, like you
Right.
were one of those kids.
Well, we
that-
all were, right?
Yeah,
In our own
yeah,
little
yeah.
crew.
Yeah, so it's kind of like it had that nostalgia to it where it just kind of make you feel that type of way. So I was like The Sandlot too. Another movie I liked growing up, impacted the Back to the Future.
Oh,
Yeah, Back to the Future.
Which one? 1, 2,
all
or
of
3?
them. I can
You
quote
got
all of
trilogy?
them. I can quote all of them.
Oh,
I even try to incorporate this. I try to write this joke, but using a Back to the Future reference, and nobody would get it every time I tried on
what was it? Nobody
stage.
got.
It was basically when I was like, do you remember? I was like, I forgot. It was one that part where Doc, where Marty McFly goes up to Doc's house and he says, "Doc, I'm from the future."
Yeah,
And
so
then
it's 2.
yes, I think it was part 2. Yeah. And he's like, "Tell me, future boy." It was like, who's
okay, so who's president?
Yeah, who was president in 1955 or 1985? Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan. They had.
Okay, future boy.
Suppose Jerry Lewis is Secretary of the State. And so I kind of came up with a joke where like I was talking about like it's like Back to the Future,
you know, Trump.
Yeah, it's like exactly using the same like tell me, future boy.
Right.
Who was the president of the United States in 2020? Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
The reality show.
And I was like, I suppose
Martin Curry.
I
You got so deep with that one.
Yeah, I suppose Ted Cruz is Secretary of State or something like that. Yeah, it's so
No,
like
you have to go like Alan Thicke.
yeah.
Something like or Saget.
But the thing is like a lot of people don't get those references. You know what I mean? So it's
That's
like
crazy.
how would like not many people like would know.
No, I'm accused of it all.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like it's one of those jokes where you kind of have to like try out.
But also like fuck that. Stick to your joke, man.
No, yeah, I'm gonna stick to it. It's just a kind of
people who get it fucking love it.
Yeah, they would love it. Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
so I just kind of been working at it, kind of chipping it away, but I try not to make it too political. Just kind of make it.
Dude,
like,
the way you hustle, it's such an interesting thing to where like you hustle so hard that we're like you know you want to play to every audience, but then there's a part of you that's like, man, I'm trying to crush those bags and shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking get it.
Yeah.
Fucking get it.
Yeah, exactly. Like if only this worked.
I just fucking get it.
And so I do that a lot, and I also like to just try out new jokes on just having a thought process, and I see a lot of comics like listen to me and then they'll like start taking notes and shit. Like that's a good thing. They start like getting ideas like.
Right.
Like I'm not I don't know if I inspire.
It's like what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's cool. But I always come up with some weird shit. Weird stuff that's always gonna be like off the wall stuff that you probably wouldn't think about. That's kind of like I'm trying to do my stand up, based on thinking about stuff. Like I had a friend, I had a fan come up to me after my show, and he was just like, where do you come up with this shit? I was like, dude, a lot of weed, bro. A lot of weed.
A lot of weed, a lot of movies.
Yeah. So the one that I was working on the way over here was just about serial killers,
We're big on our nighttime watch is Dayline serial killer stuff.
Yeah. So I like all that documentary stuff.
Do y'all watch all that stuff?
My wife, she watches more of those she likes the crime docs. Yeah, we
Yeah.
do crime docs. But she likes those like those spouses that kill their husband.
Every time, dude. Every time.
So she likes those like if the couple killers or some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, it's nice if a couple's working together and
I
killing.
think so. I think so.
It's better than one killing the other one, right?
Basically, another exactly. I think so, and that's kind of like I think why me and my wife like get along together too. Because like one of the other movies that inspired me, I think this is my fourth or fifth one, Child's Play. So it's like Child's Play is like one of my favorite movies that I was like, it inspired me. That not inspired me, but it like one of those impactful, I guess, because I guess.
Chucky.
Yeah, just the fact that well, I named my dog after Chucky. And,
really?
Yeah, I had one that passed. And so
oh man, I'm so sorry.
So Chucky was always been that character where it's like, this psychopath, I was like that in the horror movie, just having that kind of like crazy concept of him being sucked into a fucking doll and being possessed. So I like that. I always like the concept.
So do you just love like OG 80s horror?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Halloween movies.
Oh yeah. I'll watch them all next month, starting on October.
Y'all do the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just comfort. Like why? Like
it's just a season, right?
I'll watch a couple new movies that are coming out, but like they just don't hit. Like
you
the
mean horror wise?
Yeah, horror wise. Like I like the Nun that came out. That was pretty freaky.
Yeah, they're saying who's it? James Wan. I think it's the Aquaman guy.
Yeah. So yeah. So I like some of the new ones. So we love watching all those horror ones.
And your wife's down.
Yeah, she
That's
loves
cool.
it. Yeah, she loves it. We get along. We watch movies all the time when it comes to that stuff.
Very cool. Tara and I are both big pussies when it comes to horror movies.
Yeah, we love it.
We'll do so. We go deep into alien stuff. Do y'all do alien?
Oh yeah. My wife don't like the aliens.
She won't fuck with.
Nah, I dive deep on the aliens.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Where you at right now, bro?
Oh yeah, dude. I'm waiting for disclosure. More people to start catching on what's going on.
Well, I think don't they have to take their time so people don't like jump out of windows?
This gonna happen regardless.
Well, right, but they don't want to just drop the fucking.
Well, I think.
So hey, let's start here. Are you convinced that they're here?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, like
They've been here.
I have a whole joke about it. Yeah, I do. I believe that they've been here. I think that I know this sounds weird, but I guess what I've from what I've kind of read up on like the government documents that have been released from CIA and kind of
that recent hearing stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff. So like I've been following it for like a while before the disclosure and all that stuff, and I've been kind of like really curious about how all that stuff like really kind of trying to find an explanation on it and like
just want to make sense out of it.
Yeah, it just makes sense out of it, and I think it's cool because like I've been watching all that stuff and I think it's interesting. I do believe they're among us. I think they're like hybrids already that exist. I think there are people that have been genetically altered to be half human,
sure,
and have whatever extra
based on abductions.
Yeah, well, not abductions because they already came out with a program. Supposedly, there's a program where the disclosure where they were trying to suppress people's perception of UFOs by creating alien abductions, and that's another thing that
like Project Blue Book stuff.
Yeah, like they were literally putting kidnapping our own people,
right?
To
the Eisenhower thing.
Yeah, is that yeah? Supposedly,
Eisenhower met with him.
Supposedly, yeah. So I want to see that tape, but
he met with them, and then Nixon had to live with it, and they killed Kennedy, and
do you think that's why they killed Kennedy for it?
I don't know why they killed Kennedy. I think there's a lot of good reasons they had to kill Kennedy. I don't know if it was just aliens, right?
Well, that I think
I will tell you, in fact, today.
One thing
there are extraterrestrial lives here on our planet.
What I think,
as I wish for us good luck this weekend playing football, I will say, based on intelligence from Joshua Castro, It has been made clear to me that we in fact have visitors.
I think so, man. And so we've had which
Are abductions real?
I don't think so. Not by
No.
us. I think not by actual aliens. I think by more man-made.
Us testing,
Yeah,
fucking with people.
yeah. And the government, I think, well, there's so much stuff that's out there. People are not ready to hear, and they're not gonna
Right,
believe
it's
it.
jumping out the window.
Because,
so.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's stuff that has happened that it sounds fishy, but it's like
What about Bob Lazar?
it doesn't. Yeah, I've been watching a lot
Is
of
that real?
I think so. I think so. I mean, the dude's been saying it since the 90s.
Fucking no, it's just like the
80s.
like the 80s.
Yeah, since the 80s, yeah. And I think he went full disclosure because I think they really tried to kill him.
You think so?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the only way to.
Yeah, that's the only way he would survive.
Right. It's like do Rogan,
Yeah, no, not a Rogan before that.
No, all those shows.
Yeah, he did. He
Art
went
Bell,
out there, yeah,
coast to coast,
and because he's the one that first knew about element 114 or 115.
151, I think.
Or element 115 is the fuel that.
And it was. And they didn't even acknowledge it until he fucking.
He knew about it already, and then we finally now we have a new element.
So did you hear the whistleblower guy that said, by the way, you had to be cracking up with your the aliens found in Mexico?
Yeah.
Hilarious Photoshop.
No,
You had a hilarious fucking movie, dude. But for that, I know you got to be somewhere.
Yeah.
The American whistleblower who says we have bodies.
Uh-huh.
You think we have bodies?
I think so. Yeah.
Why will we not? Right.
The thing is that if there are retrieval program that exists already, then who's flying those?
Nobody's going to talk about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like there has to be people. There has to be some
psychopaths that are doing it.
Yeah,
that aren't ever going to talk.
It's crazy.
I'm getting my buddy Von Huerta. This guy who used to masturbate. He was such a high level Marine. He used to bitch to me about the Wi-Fi at Saddam's palace. He was trying to watch more of it. And he's mad about the indictment.
Wow.
He's probably sworn to not talking about aliens, but the second thing was the close all this, the Mexican ET alien body.
Yeah.
You had a hilarious fucking name about it.
Thanks.
No. It's fucking idea. I was like fucking But they took him serious.
Yeah.
The Mexican Congress took him serious, and it looked just like ET.
Yeah.
Is it bullshit?
I don't know. I think,
or are we all not ready?
I think people are not ready. There's so much counter. I look at it this way. They disclosed it. What has happened since they've been disclosing it? All you see is videos how they're disproving it.
Just making fun of
it. Disproving it. Isn't that the MO? Isn't that it's always been? So why don't we just lean and be like, what if this is real? What if it is real? And treat it as such.
Well,
because we still don't have explanation for foundation of things that have already been proven.
Well, there's been shit. I mean, come on, who made the Sphinx?
The thing proven is like, yes, there is awareness of aliens. Yes, there's awareness, but we don't know, and that's fine. That as long that a government acknowledges, we know it's there, but we don't know. But they haven't disclosed everything. So it's like the reason I feel like they haven't disclosed is because the energy issue. So they were able to find and sustain energy, and they did that since the 50s. And so they don't want to disclose that information because if they were to do that,
you lose all
fossil fuel jobs.
Well, what do you credibility?
You lose half of people that
their job.
Yeah.
What do we do?
What do we do?
Our capital.
What do we do?
How about religion?
Religion too,
right? I saw a group of hardcore Christians who were talking about, well, we'll just have the aliens admit that Jesus is the Lord and Savior when they get here.
Wow. Yeah.
So I mean, like they bring that confidence with them.
That sounds like my mom. But no, I mean I don't know, man, because it's hard to say. I can't. I'm not disrespecting anybody's religion, but there's a lot of BS out there, and somebody's wrong.
Right. Somebody's not telling the truth.
You know,
right?
well, if somebody's wrong, and it's like, well, what if we're wrong? You know what I mean? Like, we have to look at that possibility. It's like, what if we're wrong? What if we are wrong?
Are we getting? It's such a crazy place. We're stuck
And
between
you don't-
AI and aliens.
You're not supposed to think that way because you're supposed to have faith.
In
Yeah,
the superhero, the
Yeah.
ultimate Captain America.
yeah. So, yeah, it's just
You got a show.
yeah.
It's well, when this gets posted, the show will be over.
All right, yeah, I'll be over.
Where can people find you?
You can find me on Just Joshin Comedy on Instagram. That's all one word, Just Joshin Comedy. And on any platform, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and I do shows and produce all over Austin. Come check out my shows. I usually host them, and so thanks so much for having me, man. I appreciate it. This is a great little fun,
You
man.
come back,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
guys. It's been Weirdos at Home. It's late night Saturday, so you guys fun, did it?
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Weirdos at Home. Weirdos at Home.